Hi, today's video is 3 looks with the Huda Topaz Obsessions palette. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I've done my brows before each of these looks to save time. I'm starting off by gathering just some brushes, and I'm using this palette, but it doesn't really matter what palette if you'd like to recreate this look. I'm starting off by using this matte shade in the bottom in my crease. I'm just blending that out. Building it up some more. I'm just using a fluffy brush to do this. This is just one I bought off Amazon. And then I'm using a denser flat brush to pack the deeper matte into the outer corner of my eye. It's not too pigmented. Next, we're going in with this NYX glitter primer, and I'm using that gold shade on the left. I usually do this look with the copper shade on the right in the middle row, but I thought I'd switch it up for this video. That look was something that I featured in my palette collection video, so I wanted to give you something different. Now I'm going in with that flat brush and spraying it. That's just a bottle with water in it, just to get the most impact out of the shade. I'm switching to the pencil brush that I have here, since I want a brush with a really fine tip to sort of define my crease and place the shadow exactly where I want it. I think I like that enough. Cleaning off my brush and taking the same pencil brush and then packing that deeper shade, overlapping the shimmer a little just to blend out the look. Mixing those two mattes in the bottom and going a little above the crease that I made. Alright, that is that eye blending a little, and now I'm back with both eyes. And you can see the videos I was watching while doing the second. Now I'm just going in with some liner. I usually don't show you this, I find it pretty boring, but I don't know, I guess I recorded it this day. And some mascara, which I usually use multiple coats, so here's just the first. And then I'm going back in with one of the mattes in the top row and putting that on my lower lash line. And then I'm putting that deeper shade on the outer portion as well. Alright, doesn't do much, but there's the other eye with that as well. I'm putting on more coats of mascara now, as well as a lip. I went with this Sephora liquid lipstick in shade 58 and the Black Radiance Beauty blush in Toasted Almond. So that's the finished look. On to the next. For this look, I'm going to focus on these two shades here. I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush and blend that matte deep shade into my crease. This is the deepest shade in the palette that I used before in the other look. And I'm just going to build that up. One thing that doing these looks made me realize is I wish this shade could go a bit deeper, but that's about it. You can see that this could be a completed look in itself, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go with my classic, putting a shimmer on the inner portion of the lid. I'm applying this NYX glitter primer and then going in with that shade there and just tapping it in with my finger. Then I'm going to go in with a detail brush. This is a Morphe M515 brush. And I'm going along the edge just to make that a little sharper. And then I'm going to going with this pencil brush since I wanted it to look a little sharper, but not that sharp. And back to that detailing brush just to get my inner corner here. And then I'm going in with this flat brush just to build up that matte shade in the outer portion of my eye, taking it a little bit over the shimmer just to try to blend them together. And there's my other eye. Just going back over the edge with some more of that matte shade, which didn't really do anything. And then I'm gonna go a little bit on my lower lash line, just the outer portion with that deep shade as well. Which again, I wish was a little deeper since it didn't really show up. I am wearing the Sephora Lip Stories lipstick in Cabin Fever, and that says look. On to the next. My goal for this last look is to get to use every matte shade in this palette. I'm starting off with this one in the top corner. You know, I prefer looks that incorporate shimmer, but I get some people like all matte looks, so this will be one for you. You can't really see that much, but I'm going to keep building it up with this fluffy brush. It's a little denser than the one I was using for the other looks. Now I'm just going to clean off my brush and go in with this flat brush to try to build it up a little more. Do you see anything? Because I don't. But that's going to have to be good enough. Now we're going to go back in with the fluffy brush and use this other matte shade and put that further down in the crease. These would pop more if I use the base, but I already plan on using one later, so we're not doing that now. Now into this deeper shade for the inner and outer portions of my eye. I'm going to be trying an all matte halo eye. We'll see how it goes. Took that a bit further than I wanted there. So I'm going to go back in with this lighter shade and try to blend it out. Somewhat successfully. And going in with this lightest shade so far for this look and putting that up top again. Alright, back into that deep shade. Deepening up the inner corner as much as this shade can. As well as the outer corner. Look whose ears are in the back. Ah, it's a dog. Now I'm going to be putting on this concealer. It is way too light for me to use that way, but works really well to make light shades pop on my complexion. So I'm going to put that in the center of my eye as well as I can. It doesn't need to be perfect. Now we're going to go in this light shade. There's an accurate representation of the color. And I'm using a flat brush here to pop that shade over where I put the concealer. Trying to put it on so that it's not patchy but fully opaque. Building it up till I'm happy with it. But we're not going to leave it like that. To blend the edge between the dark shade and that, we are putting this final matte shade in the palette where they meet. I'm just going over that light shade there. Going back in with the deep shade to deepen up the outer edges. Something random played on my laptop and I didn't want to hear it. Alright, there's the other eye. And here I'm trying to show you that the light part isn't even. So I'm going back in, making it smaller on my right eye. Alright, close enough. this could be done, but I can't be. I gotta add shimmer. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna use this detailing brush and using the NYX glitter primer to make a line where my crease and the shades that I put there meet the rest of my lid. Now I'm going over that line with this copper shimmer shade. Here's an up close look. Now I'm gonna go do that on the other eye, and it's done. Time for mascara and liner. Did a little wing. And now my lip. Here's the finished look. In order to be consistent, I use another Sephora lip, this in Ice Dancing. And that's all. Hope you enjoyed. Bye!